Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to make a quick video for you of 5 things that I feel like you need kind of to just get you started, and I'm just going to go over them really quickly. If you're starting your first week on the program and you want to have these things at your disposal, just so it'll just kind of speed up the process and make things go a little easier. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need, water bottle. This thing is a lifesaver. I mean, I had another water bottle, but it didn't have a straw. So I have to say the straw, I don't know, it's like the straw just seals the deal. So I know these have like these little motivational things, but I think this one's about 73 ounces. Sometimes when you get something smaller, even though it keeps the water cooler, I feel like when I realize I have a smaller container and I have to drink 5 of those or whatever, it's just too much for me to calculate. But if I know I get through one of these and I drink any more than that, I feel like I'm already over the 64 ounces. I know it could be a little hassle to have this around, but just literally I sip on this all day. I love this thing. Like, it's having a straw makes a huge difference. I used to have one with the open top that I had to like chug down. This makes all the difference. Like, hands down, water bottle. So that's number 1. Okay, you want to stay hydrated. You're always going to need to drink water. It's not enough to kind of count your bottles of water. That gets overwhelming. Get that water bottle. Make sure you're drinking constantly. Okay, now another thing you're gonna have that you need, you have your little book that comes in your pamphlet or whatever, but I put everything in a binder, not my lean and green chart, because I do keep my lean and green chart handy dandy. Sorry about the light in the back, but I do keep my lean and green chart in my top drawer in the kitchen, just so I have it. But what you want to do is you want to take the charts that your coach probably sent you. I send to all my clients. It's the vegetable conversion chart and the like little, what is this? I think it's the condiment chart, as well as your dressings that you can have and other healthy fat options. You want to have this on hand and print it out, or you can have it on your phone if you have like the PDF bookmark or whatever. You just never want to be anywhere where you're kind of like, okay, how much is this vegetable? Literally, I keep this binder, like I said, and this book in the top drawer, and when I'm about to fix my lean and green, I pull those out. If I have to take my scale somewhere else, I pull my scale out and maybe I'll look it up on the phone. But having it printed out, I just feel like it's a lifesaver. So that's number 2. Having a handy dandy binder with the conversion charts printed. And also having your book just handy in your kitchen whenever you're fixing things. Now, the third thing I would say you have to have is a scale. Now, don't get this one because my husband got this one and we're returning it because it's too sensitive. So make sure the scale, if you go back and watch my lean and green video, that scale that I use, I love. I love that I could put my bowl on, tear it out to 0, add stuff to it, tear it out again, add stuff to it. It's like bringing it back to 0 and just being able to add stuff makes it so much easier than piling and figuring out pulling things off the scale, putting it back on. But a food scale. A lot of the things in the conversion chart are like grams, ounces. You want to have a food scale so that you can measure, and it just makes things easier because it's going to be a little overwhelming at first because you're measuring all your greens and stuff, but trust me, give it some time. The first time I was like, oh my God, there's no way I could measure all this food every single day. Take your time. It gets better. You'll be all right. Now, the next thing I would say is number 4. I take this to work with me, but you want to have like maybe like a little bag or just something. This has like a little insulation on the inside. Not that the fuelings are cold or anything, but what I do is I'm always busy. So I keep extra fuelings in here, and then what I'll do is, I don't have it by me, but I do have it by me actually. I have these little Ziploc bags. So I'll number the fuelings that I need to take for the day, and I'll put them in the Ziploc bag, right? And then I'll just pack them in my bag. And I also have forks, and I have like the little containers in here, just so that no matter where I'm at, as long as I have a microwave, I can kind of adjust it, because I know what I have available to me at work. So when I'm at work, I sometimes feel like I wanted to eat a cookie or brownie or whatever that day, and then I kind of change it up. So it's just nice to have extras. But what I do is, the ones that I have planned for the day, I put them in a Ziploc bag just to keep up with it. And then when I decide like, oh, I was in a meeting, so I had to pull a bar out. I always have a bar in my pocket when I go to a meeting, just in case time runs over. I'll come back when I get back here and I'll take one out of here just to let me know that I've already eaten the fueling for that day. Because I'm on the 5-in-1 plan, so I could have 5 fuelings a day. So that just comes in handy. And then whenever I leave to work, I just grab this in my pantry. I have all of my, I have like the little shoe rack, which is probably another thing. It's probably a good thing you can have. I'll try to insert a little video of the shoe rack my husband and I have with all our fuelings kind of lined up. And in the morning, I go there, I grab like 5 or 6, even though I only need 5 for the day. I grab extra, put them in the bag, and then I always have this bag on hand with me when I go to work, because normally you would pack a lunch or something anyway, and it's the same thing. So the last thing, this is more of something that when I first started the plan, my coach kind of told me, but I was like, oh, I don't need any snacks or whatever, I'll be fine. But the first week, if you're going through your first week, some people don't experience, but you might experience headaches, or you might get to a point where you're like, I am so hungry. Because I went from not eating like I'd wake up and not eat until like 11:30 and be okay. Or some days I'd wait so long to eat. My stomach would growl and I'd be fine. But on the program, I don't know if it's speeding up your metabolism, that like you eat a fueling and you're like, oh my God, I'm hungry. So what helped me through that are pickle spears. Pickle spears, like they're just the best, just to kind of get you to that next fueling. So always having some on hand just kind of puts you in the mindset of not wanting to give up because you're feeling a little hungry. Remember, we're making like a mindset change, and it's not going to be the easiest thing, but we just got to keep in mind that we want to be as prepared as possible to kind of set us up for success. So these 5 things I kind of said: water bottle, having your binder on hand, you got to have the food scale, you want your little lunch baggie so you're prepared, and pickle spears. And you can also have Powerade Zero. I just love water. I don't really drink anything besides water, but pickle spears kind of helps if you catch those headaches, or just even, I think I used it more like the 2nd or 3rd week just to kind of get me through to my next fueling, just because I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of hungry or something. It just gets you to the next thing. But these 5 things will pretty much get you prepared for the first week. So I wish you all good luck. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the description, because basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of catering the videos to questions that my clients have, or things that I might have been a little confused by. Someone's asked me to make one on a few of my favorite fuelings, so that'll kind of be the next video. But as of today, that's all I have for you. Those 5 things should get you through the week. So good luck, stay on plan, and remember your why, and we'll be okay. Bye, guys.